Dalton D3T here with a recap on Black Rose. We just hit our 20 win streak, guys. 20 win streak in Black Rose Wars. Try to say that 5 times fast. But it was against Team America. These guys are definitely a solid team, if you can't tell. Level 20 clan, and they were running 30s. So, we did not put up a lot of good numbers. Only 7 triples. And, it just really wasn't what we thought was going to come together. We had a lot of heroes down. They had some good bases. Just a combination of a little bit of everything. But starting it off, we have Chris. Now, Chris is on an absolute rampage. He is just, I don't know what he's been drinking lately, but he is getting shit done. And, it is insane. This guy is, almost every attack that I see him do is a triple. Starting this one off, he's doing a queen walk into a queen charge. Notice the wall breakers to break through that first layer, which is going to give that attacking archer queen access to that multi-target inferno. Gets rid of that tornado trap nice and early, which is great. Taking out the enemy CC and the enemy queen just like that, guys. Literally making it look like it's child's play. It's such a beautiful attack. And then, this queen has so much value in that little area of defenses because she can hit 2 of the multi-target infernos, get those expos out of the way, the CC, enemy queen, the eagle artillery, and then she's just going to pound through that next wall. As you can see, he already started the Lalo, starting at the 1 o'clock, going counterclockwise, freezing the town hall, Warden's ability over the town hall, Giga Tesla to make sure that those loons stay alive. So many loons staying up. That wizard tower's a pain in the butt because targeting that many loons, but I think only a couple actually fell down at the end of this raid. So beautiful hit by Chris. This guy is absolutely dominating, and I can't wait to see more of his raids. Honestly, I'm expecting big things from him. All right. And next up is going to be the one and only Masterful, or Ratters. And look at the value that he's going to get with this clone. It is absolutely insane. So he's suiciding heroes, obviously, to get rid of the funnel, I guess, for the electro dragons to make their way into the core there. And notice how all of these structures in the core there are just 1 tile away. It's absolutely worst case scenario for this guy on defense. The E-Dragons just chain value like crazy, a couple rage spells, and this base is going to be knocked out. Look at what's left standing, guys. It took out the Eagle Artillery, 2 multi-target Infernos, with 50%. Literally 50%. So all that's left is the Giga Tesla and a multi-target Inferno as far as key defenses goes. That's so easy. That is literally so easy. He's got plenty of heal spells, a super narrow path to where those hogs are going to stay within that heal spell radius basically the entire time. A couple backside wizard cleanups. It's hard to get a lot of, raids better than that. And then my favorite part, when those hogs take out those skeleton traps. Absolutely gorgeous. Masterful Ratters, you are, insane. What a beautiful attack. I can't believe the value of that E-clone. Just incredible. All right, next up we have, I'm gonna mess this one up. I apologize ahead of time, but Stikatsi, and this is actually the leader of Greek Attack. I think I mentioned a couple times. Well, he had a vision for this raid, and obviously it worked out. He is gonna bat bomb basically all around the town hall to make sure that those, and then send just the big drags to cover that entire side of defenses and structures, the enemy CC, Eagle Artillery, Warren's ability, some rage spells, as appropriate. But notice the key part of this raid is he's actually saving that Stone Slammer for that town hall. A lot of times it's a good safety net to save that Stone Slammer. Like you see it a lot more in CWLs, but this is a prime example of how it was meant to be for this. And yeah, it was just a great attack, great vision, great bat bomb. That Stone Slammer save for the town hall. He's and this is like I said, he's the leader of Greek Attack, so he's showing us a couple more different style replays that we really like to see. And now we've got myself and This was I actually hit this base second. There was a 1-star raid on this one, and then I did my raid. I did not get enough value out of that funnel, which would have made me a little bit more comfortable in this raid. I knew that the kill squad was going to go into the core there, but I figured they would all just go around that outside towards that Grand Warden on the defensive Grand Warden. But I actually got lucky, and they funneled right into the core there. That queen kind of stayed back and took out some other defenses, and then she actually comes in clutch and goes through the core. I mean, I don't know, man. That was pretty lucky, honestly, having that kill squad rip over that town hall, and then that queen actually turning back to go into the core there. My hogs were going through quite a bit of pain there, and I got pretty lucky with that Grand Warden staying over those hogs for a little bit. And then, honestly, this was down to like a second before it was going to be a time fail. A lot of structures left. I still have my Archer Queen's ability, but, there's just so many structures left, and I don't know if we were going to be able to clear this. And right about here, I was like, crap, it's going to be a time fail. I really thought it was going to be, but then, all the troops just came together, started knocking them out, and then bang, last second, got that 100%. So it was just a great, I felt really confident about that raid. And then check this out, guys, another one. And what really made me want to do this base was just looking at how much, a kill squad value would go over to that town hall, with that jump spell into the core. That's really what drove me to this raid. It was a relatively easy funnel. I just substituted the baby dragon for another P.E.K.K.A. and then, a hog or something like that, or one healer. And then that kill squad just is going to push straight over the town hall. Warden's ability over that Giga Tesla. Now that jump spell is going to give me access to not one but two multi-target Infernos, the Queen, the enemy CC, and that Eagle Artillery. I started the hogs on the Eagle Artillery side. I've been kind of doing this little thing where I kind of stretch out my hogs a little bit more. You don't want to stretch them out too much just because of the fact that, they're a lot more weak. But this was a raid, an example where I sent, basically half of the hogs towards that Eagle Artillery compartment and then the other half along the outside ring of defenses because I knew they were going to meet up in the center there over that multi-target Inferno, and this kill squad is still just going at it, pushing through the core, that Queen's still up. And then backside goblins, whenever I kind of make adjustments to this raid, I make sure I add a couple more goblins to make sure that that I would secure that triple just because of the resource damage, the resource structure damage. So next up we have JD9, and another awkward, funky base, but again, is just going to have a lot of value with a queen charge over that town hall. Proper defense, proper funnel there with the king and that baby dragon. That queen is going to take down that town hall single-handedly, and then she's going to have a super, super, super fun walk going through the core of this base with that jump spell. Notice how he has 2 skeleton spells maxed out, and that's going to be for the defending queen, actually. Sends a Stone Slammer in at about the 10 o'clock, which is going to keep that queen funneled into the core there. Just absolutely OP vision here. Sends the hogs in with the warden, and then notice how long he waits for this warden's ability. He waits right before that Eagle Artillery was about to drop its bomb cluster on that hogs, and then basically swags those skeleton spells. He uses it over in that multi-target Inferno area just to tank for those hogs as they push through the remainder of this base. So just OP JD. I remember watching this live and everyone was like, oh my gosh, that was a raid, guys. That was a raid for the books right there. That was a lot of fun. That queen charge with that hog Stone Slammer funnel. I mean, it was just a great raid. Now we have Ka. Ka's closing up the victory here, and this was another raid that was at the last second. And this is a perfect example of maybe how a raid did not go according to plan. But look at this queen's health, guys. Literally, that queen had a sliver. I've never seen a queen that low on health. If I was scared to death, if it was me, I would have popped her ability so quick, it wouldn't have even mattered. And so notice The queen is just making a little walk, kind of walking away from the town hall. A little bit of a misplaced jump spell, because obviously he wanted that jump spell for that archer queen to go into take that eagle artillery out. So just a little bit misplaced, but that barbarian king made such a great funnel for her that she's just going to break through that wall and then going to take out the defending archer queen. Gonna send the miners over the town hall, use the Giga Tesla or the Warden's ability over the Giga Tesla, and notice how he did that backside wall wrecker with the miners inside. How cool of a like attack is that? Using the backside wall wrecker to ensure the funnel for these miners. Notice that baby dragon is still alive, which is not good actually. But the good thing about the miners is that each time these miners go underground, that baby dragon retargets. So that baby dragon could have stayed with those miners the whole time, but when the miners went underground, and then she focused on that P.E.K.K.A. So, kind of cool little nits and grits about that war. Again, Team America, they were putting up a good fight. We put up 7-3 triples there. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode.